Emma, is there anything you want to tell me?
Huh? I don't think I have anything to say to you, sis. What's up?
I confronted my boyfriend because he was acting strange. He told me he had a relationship with you.
I'm sorry, sis.
So you admit it?
I admit we had a relationship, but I said no at first. Your boyfriend came to my place forcefully.
Enough. You said the same thing about my previous boyfriend, that he forced himself on you, but that was a lie, wasn't it? I've caught on after it's happened so many times.
But it's true. That's cruel. I'm the victim here, in a way. Why are you saying this?
Let's go to the police then.
No way. I'd have to talk about things I don't want to remember.
You can't go because you invited him to your place, right? I've seen all your text messages with him. I think my boyfriend is wrong, too, but stop pretending to be the victim.
Oh, so you've seen the texts. Fine then, I'm sorry. I stole your boyfriend again, but I'm not the only one to blame. Your boyfriend said I was too cute to be your sister.
I think my boyfriend is wrong, too, but why do you go after my boyfriends? It's not like you actually fall for them, right?
There's no deep meaning, but if I had to say, it's just a way to pass the time.
Pass the time?
Because it's fun. Men who date an ugly girl like you are supposed to have fallen for your personality, right? But if I, the pretty one, tempt them, they cheat right away. In the end, it's all about looks.
What's the point of doing that?
There isn't any. It's just a pastime. Oh, but all your boyfriends have been quite successful, haven't they? Maybe it's because you got into a good university and company. It's helpful that many of them are wealthy.
You've been looking down on me all this time, haven't you?
Of course. Every time you came to me for relationship advice when we were students, I was laughing inside. I really hate ugly people. Remember that creepy guy who was obsessed with me in middle school? The one who stole my recorder and followed me home?
You mean Andrew from your class? But he transferred schools soon after.
Of course he did. I had some seniors beat him up. That creep was ugly too, wasn't he? That's why I really hate people with ugly faces. People like that have ugly hearts too. It's sad that my own sister is ugly too. Poor me.
I know I'm not beautiful, but I don't think you have any right to criticize me.
You know, just seeing you makes me feel sick. Why don't you get plastic surgery since you're earning money? Your face is like, you know, that Asian face that foreigners might like.
Enough. Keep making fun of people's faces if you want.
Yeah, I'll keep insulting ugly people. So, ugly sister, give up on love and marriage. If you start dating someone again, I'll ruin it for you. Ugly people should live alone and miserably. Hey, sis, is it true that you're getting married?
I'm not getting married yet. I just got proposed to. By the way, I'm not inviting you to the wedding, and I don't plan on letting you meet him.
But it's only been a year since you broke up with your ex. Isn't it too soon for marriage?
The length of the relationship doesn't matter.
Well, aren't you just being reckless?
I'm not.
So what's your fiance like?
I'm not telling you. You're not going to meet him anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Stingy?
He's so handsome, he's almost too good for me.
Right, handsome guy, ugly girl. Too luxurious.
I guess so, but it's none of your business. Anyway, don't do anything.
What do you mean, don't do anything? Are you afraid I'll steal him, too?
I'm just telling you to stay out of my life.
Come on, sis, I'm just curious about the guy who wants to marry you.
Why, so you can ruin things for me again?
No, not at all. I'm just surprised someone proposed to you.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, is that all?
Can't you at least show me a picture?
No, I told you you're not going to meet him.
Fine, be that way. I'll find out eventually.
Emma, I'm warning you, stay away from my fiance.
Or what? You'll cry to mom and dad?
No, I'll cut you out of my life completely.
As if that's a threat. We barely talk anyway.
Just leave me alone, Emma. I mean it.
Whatever. Enjoy your engagement while it lasts. Sis, I'm sorry. I took your handsome fiance. He said he prefers me over you. He said he wants me. I'm really sorry, but this time I'm serious. I like his face, and I'm thinking of marrying him.
Go ahead. Be happy.
Are you so shocked that you've broken down?
No, I wasn't that into him anyway, so it's fine. Sis, that's right. You have to act tough to keep your sanity. But your fiance is the bad one. He was all over me from the start. Again, blaming the other person. I'm sure you approached him first, didn't you? Yeah, the moment we met, we both felt a spark. Andy said he felt the same way. Andy? Yeah, Andy, short for Andrew. You should know your fiance's name, right? Oh, right, I guess that was his name. Are you really okay? Don't do anything stupid just because your fiance dumped you and your marriage plans fell through. Even ugly people have their own way of living, and you're useful as foil for pretty girls like me. If I had your face, I would have left this world long ago. But I'm fine, don't worry. I really don't have any lingering feelings for him. Then will you come to our wedding? Your wedding? Isn't that a bit sudden? Love doesn't wait, sis. When you know, you know. And you're sure you know? Absolutely. Andy is perfect. He's handsome, charming, and he adores me. I see. And what about his personality, his values, his goals in life? Oh, who cares about that stuff? He's hot and he wants me. That's all that matters. If you say so. Don't be jealous, sis. I'm sure you'll find someone. Eventually. I'm not jealous, Emma. I'm concerned. Concerned? About what? That you're rushing into this without really knowing him. I know him well enough. He's not like your previous boyfriends. He's special. How is he special? He just is. You wouldn't understand. Try me. Fine. He gets me, okay? He understands that I deserve the best, and he's willing to give it to me. And that's enough for you? More than enough. So, will you come to the wedding or not? I'll think about it. Don't think too long. We're planning to have it soon. How soon? Andy says he wants to have the wedding this year. You'll participate, right? After all, you're our Cupid. You're already talking about the wedding? Yeah, Andy proposed to me too. He said he wants to register our marriage right away, but he was your fiance, right? It's a pain to explain to Mom and Dad. I'll tell Mom and Dad for you. Really? But you'll just say I stole him from you, right? Well, I'll tell them we broke up right after that. I mean, you got engaged less than a month after meeting him, right? Andy must have felt you were his soulmate. Besides, saying you stole him would make me look more pathetic. I guess you're right. Then please explain to Mom and Dad. I'll be happy with Andy. Sure, I'll explain everything to them. Thanks, sis. You're being surprisingly cool about this. What did you expect? For me to cry and beg you not to marry him? Well, kind of, yeah. Sorry to disappoint you. You're not disappointed at all, are you? Nope. I don't get you, sis. Aren't you upset that I'm marrying your ex-fiance? Not really. If he chose you, then he wasn't the right person for me anyway. Wow, that's, mature of you. Thanks, I guess. So you'll really help explain to Mom and Dad? I said I would, didn't I? Yeah, but I thought you might change your mind. I won't. I'll tell them everything. Everything? About how you and Andy fell in love? Yes. Oh, okay. Thanks, sis. Don't mention it. Sis, listen. Andy and I got married. You got married. Congratulations. Andy is really my ideal type, so I'm really grateful to you. I'm glad you're happy. And there's one more thing. Actually, I'm pregnant. Is that so? You need to take good care of the baby. Of course, it's Andy and my child. It's definitely going to be a cutie. Andy must be happy. Yeah, he cried with joy. I bet. He's been in love with you for so long. Been in love for so long? You mean Andy? Yes, I think he's liked you for over 10 years now. What do you mean? I only met Andy a few months ago. Maybe he had a crush on me when he saw me in town? What are you talking about? He was your classmate in middle school. Huh? I didn't have a classmate like Andy. Yes, you did. Remember? Andrew? Andrew? That creepy guy? What are you saying? Andy's last name isn't Smith. Andrew was from a single-parent family, it seems, but after that, his mother remarried and he took his stepfather's name. Stop it, sis. You're still angry about your fiancé being stolen, aren't you? That's why you're saying such creepy things. Yeah, I think it's amazing, too. Even though he was hated so much and even bullied, he still kept loving you all this time. I told you to stop. I really can't believe this. That guy was a pervert. He not only touched my recorder, but also my gym clothes. He even took secret photos of me. Don't compare him to Andy. If you think I'm lying, why don't you ask Andy yourself? He said he wasn't planning to hide it after getting married. Sis, don't ever contact me again. It makes me really sick. There are things you shouldn't say, even if you're frustrated. Ugly people really have ugly personalities, too. That's why your fiancé was stolen. Emma, I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. The truth? You expect me to believe that my handsome husband is actually that creepy stalker from middle school? Do you know how insane that sounds? I know it sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Andy is Andrew. No way. You're just jealous. You can't stand that I'm happy, can you? Emma, I'm your sister. Why would I lie about this? Because you're bitter. Because you can't stand that I'm beautiful and happily married while you're still alone. That's not true. I'm telling you this because I care about you. Care about me? You've never cared about me. You've always been jealous of me. Emma, please, just ask Andy about his past. Ask him about middle school. I don't need to ask him anything. I know my husband. Do you? Do you really know him? Better than you do, that's for sure. Just because he chose me over you doesn't give you the right to spread lies about him. They're not lies, Emma. I'm trying to protect you. Protect me from what? From being happy? From having a loving husband and starting a family? From living a lie? From being with someone who's deceived you? The only one trying to deceive me is you. I am done with this conversation. Don't contact me again. Emma, wait. No, I'm serious. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't try to see me. I am done with your lies and your jealousy. Goodbye, Sarah. Sis, help me. I thought you said never to contact you again. You were right. That guy really was the creepy Andrew. See, I told you, but it's been 2 months since I revealed that. Why did you suddenly believe it now? At first I thought you were lying, so I casually asked Andy about his past, but it didn't match up with Andrew. I see. Maybe he got scared to tell you the truth. Yeah, but last night he admitted to me that he was Andrew. He said he kept quiet because he was afraid I wouldn't have the baby if I knew earlier. Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense. It's really creepy. He said his face was plastic surgery, and he even had surgery to increase his height. Seriously, I can't believe it. I had a child with that guy. This doesn't make any sense. But he's your type now, so it's fine, right? It's not fine. It's not about his face. I just can't stand him. I thought about going back home, but Mom and Dad were against it. They said I can't get divorced right after getting married, especially with a baby on the way. That's right. You've stolen my boyfriend so many times, even my fiancé. You should be grateful they even allowed the marriage. But Mom and Dad don't know about that, right? Yet they said I absolutely can't come back. But they even said if I return, they won't let me in the house. Because I told them everything. What? I thought you explained it well. No way. I cried and told them everything you've done to me. That's why Mom and Dad know everything. Then what should I do? You mean I should keep living with him, even though I don't want to have the baby? What are you saying? It's your child. You need to raise it properly. No way. I have been throwing up ever since I found out he was Andrew. Isn't that morning sickness? It's not morning sickness. That's how disgusting it is. But this is the path you chose. You need to take responsibility. If I had known he was that creepy Andrew, I wouldn't have stolen him. Wait. You knew about this all along, didn't you? Yes, I knew he was the same Andrew, the guy you hated. Of course I knew. How could you date him as your fiancé, like it was normal? What are you talking about? Of course not. He was never my fiancé to begin with. Huh? Actually, Andrew approached me with a plan. What do you mean? Andrew had been chasing after you for so long, so he knew about my situation too. Your situation? That you always steal my boyfriends. So he asked me to pretend to be his fiancé. He said that way he could date you. You mean this was all planned from the start? That's right. That's why I wasn't really hurt about Andrew at all. You tricked me! No, we didn't. I just created a fake fiancé and you acted on your own, right? Well, I did leave Andrew's business card at home, but you're the one who went out of your way to find it and approach him. I can't believe this. You set me up? I I didn't set you up. I gave you an opportunity and you took it.
An opportunity? To marry a guy I hated in middle school?
An opportunity to face the consequences of your actions.
So, this is your revenge, making me marry Andrew?
I didn't make you do anything. You chose to pursue Andrew. You chose to marry him.
Because I didn't know who he really was.
And whose fault is that? Did you ever bother to get to know him? Or was his handsome face enough for you?
That's not fair. How was I supposed to know he'd had plastic surgery?
Maybe if you had cared about something other than looks, you would have noticed.
Okay, sis, please, just for a while, let me stay at your place.
In my room? Of course not.
I really have no one else to turn to. The guys I used to hang out with won't go out with a pregnant woman, and I quit my job when I got married. I don't even have any friends.
I know, you always looked down on others, calling them ugly. No one wants to be friends with someone like that.
I'm sorry, I'll apologize for everything I've done. If I keep living with him, I'll go crazy. It's that disgusting. I can't even stand him touching my body.
It's all about perspective. He doesn't look anything like Andrew now, so just think of him as the renewed Andrew.
There's no way I can think like that. No way. I can't accept that a guy I thought was ugly is now my husband. And his only good point is his looks. His salary isn't even that great. He even took out loans to marry me.
He even had loans? I didn't know that.
To buy me expensive presents because I thought he was rich. Your boyfriends have always been wealthy, right?
Well, he earns enough to live on, so it's fine.
It's not fine. What about my feelings?
Did you ever consider my feelings? Just because I'm ugly, have you ever thought about how the people you insult feel?
That's not relevant right now.
It is relevant. You've betrayed me so many times. And the reason was just because I'm ugly. I never thought you had a good personality, but I didn't think you'd look down on your own family. That's why I tried to maintain our sisterly relationship.
Sis, I'm sorry. I really apologize.
It's too late for apologies now. Realize that this is all your own fault.
But I really can't do this. My belly is getting bigger and I can't do anything alone. Please, I promise I'll never betray or make fun of you again. So please help me. I want to get away from him.
You're not alone, Emma. You have Andrew, who's always been thinking about you. He's your soulmate, who you felt a spark with the moment you met, right? I'm sure you two can build a happy family together.
Sarah, please, I am begging you. I know I've been horrible to you, but I'm your sister. Doesn't that mean anything?
It meant something to me, Emma. For years it meant something, but you threw that away.
I know, and I'm sorry. I'm truly, deeply sorry. Please, give me a chance to make it right.
And how do you plan to do that?
I don't know, but I'll do anything. Just please help me get out of this situation.
Emma, you're married and pregnant. This isn't a situation you can just get out of.
Then what am I supposed to do? Live with a man I despise for the rest of my life?
Have you tried talking to Andrew? Really talking to him?
What's there to talk about? He lied to me about who he was.
And you never lied to anyone? Never pretended to be something you're not?
That's different.
How?
I don't know. It just is.
Emma, Andrew loves you. He has loved you for years, despite how terribly you treated him.
That doesn't make it okay for him to trick me.
No, it doesn't, but it might be worth trying to understand why he did it.
I don't want to understand. I want out.
And what about your baby?
I don't know. I can't think about that right now.
You have to, Emma. That's your child.
I know that. Don't you think I know that? But every time I think about it, I feel sick.
Because it's Andrew's child?
Yes, because it's the child of that creepy stalker boy from middle school.
It's also the child of the man you fell in love with.
I didn't fall in love with him. I fell in love with his face.
And that's the problem, isn't it? You never bothered to look beyond the surface.
Are you saying this is my fault?
I'm saying you need to take responsibility for your choices.
My choice to marry a liar?
Your choice to pursue a man solely based on his looks. Your choice to steal your sister's fiance. Your choice to marry someone you barely knew.
I get it. Okay, I messed up. But what am I supposed to do now?
You need to talk to Andrew. Really talk to him. Try to understand him.
And if I can't? If I still can't stand the sight of him?
Then you need to think about what's best for your child.
What
What if I don't want the child? Emma, that's not a decision to make lightly. I know that, but I can't stop thinking about it. Have you talked to Andrew about this? No, I can barely look at him, let alone talk to him. Well, you need to. He's the father. He deserves to know how you're feeling. He'll try to convince me to keep it. Maybe, but it's a conversation you need to have. I can't do this, Sarah. I really can't. Emma, listen to me. You've made a lot of mistakes. You've hurt a lot of people, including me. But right now, you have a chance to do the right thing. What's the right thing? To face this situation head on, to have an honest conversation with your husband, to think about what's best for your child. And if I can't do that, then you need to be prepared for the consequences of your actions. Again. Will you help me? I can't make your decisions for you, Emma. But will you be there for me? I don't know. You've hurt me a lot, Emma. I know, and I'm sorry. I really am. Sorry doesn't fix everything. Then what will? Time and actions. You need to show that you've changed. How? Start by talking to Andrew. Really talking to him. Try to understand him. And then what? Then we'll see. But Emma, you need to understand something. What? I can't be your safety net anymore. You need to start taking responsibility for your own life. I don't know how. Well, you start by facing your problems instead of running away from them. I'm scared, Sarah. I know, but you're not a child anymore, Emma. You're going to be a mother. It's time to grow up. In the end, my sister continued her life with Andrew and gave birth to a healthy baby boy. I saw a photo of their family from our mother, but my sister no longer had her previous cheerfulness. She looked like a different person, with a resigned expression on her face. Once I got worried about whether my sister was taking proper care of the child, so I contacted Andrew. He replied that he had thoroughly taught her about childcare, so I guess they're managing somehow. I don't know what my sister is thinking now, but I've decided to try my best to follow in the path I believe in once again. Thank you for watching until the end. If you found this video satisfying, please hit the like button. If not, please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your ratings and comments encourage us to create more content. We have many more videos that will give you that satisfying feeling, so please check out our other videos on this channel. We'll see you in the next video.